introduction.
Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to Blue Financial Services Ghana Limited. The session is going to start in about in the next 8 to 10 minutes. Kindly hold on a bit. Let's see if we can get more people joining in so we can begin this afternoon's session.
So, 1, 2, 3, mark. So, let's start.
Give me a thumbs up if I should start. All right, folks. Welcome to Blue Financial Services Ghana Limited. Apologies for the little delay. My name is Raymond Boateng, team lead for business development at Blue Financial Services Ghana Limited. In today's session, I'm going to walk you through how to assess a Blue business loan. But before we go to the business loans, I'd want to take this opportunity to talk a little bit about the other loan products we have, which is the term loan, or we call it the scheme loan. Now, the term loan is structured for salaried workers, salaried earners, monthly salaried earners. And we're looking at basically government workers who are on the Controller and Accountant General's payroll. These are workers with the municipal and district assemblies, workers at ministries, workers, prison service workers, and immigration service workers. Apart from these workers on the Controller and Accountant General's department's payroll, we also have payrolls such as Ghana Police Service, Ghana Army, GRIDCO, and then GRA workers, and then DVLA staff. That is not to say that if you're not on these payrolls, you are exempted from the term loan. Of course, we have loans for private salaried workers as well. And then with the private salaried workers, all you require is your 3 months pay slip, your 6 months bank statement, your ID, your valid ID card, which is your Ghana card. And then you need an endorsement from your HR or your supervisor. But then with the workers on the Controller and Accountant General's payroll and other payrolls like the Ghana Police Service, the Ghana Armed Forces, they do not require this recommendation from HR because deductions are made from source for us. And then with the private salaried workers, we would have to also, as a way of security, provide protected checks, which will be presented for repayment when the repayment or the installment is due. So we have loans for individuals as well, apart from the business loan. So for the purpose of this session, which is how to assess the Blue business loan, we want to zoom into how you would be able to assess the Blue business loan. The Blue business loan is structured for businesses. Now we are looking at businesses who are into trade, people who are into trade business. No matter how small your business is, you qualify for the Blue business loan. Now, if your business should be at least a year old to be able to access the Blue business loan. The Blue business loan is not meant for startups. If you are now starting a business, you would not qualify for the Blue business loan. Your business must have been in session or must have been in operation for at least a year. In that sense, then you would need to provide your 6 months bank statement from any bank that you bank with. Of course, in recent times, because of queuing at banks, many businesses or many individuals would not want to go to the bank to queue, and so would not want to operate a bank account. But then with the inception of Momo transactions, a lot of people would want to rather pass their transactions through their Momo account rather than go to the bank. Of course, at Blue, we understand this situation, and so we take your Momo statement as well. If you do not really have a bank statement, and you have a Momo account which is transactional, very transactional, that will qualify you for the Blue Business Loan. So we can access your Momo statement as well to be able to offer you the Blue Business Loan. Okay, so now most businesses sometimes do not qualify for a loan, basically because their businesses are not registered. Of course, if you want to access the Blue Business Loan, your business should be registered. You should have an evidence of business. Your business should be registered. If not registered at all, you should have at least the city council receipts that shows that you have commenced business or you are into business. All right. So you have your business registration document or your proof of business document. Then you have your bank statement, your 6 months bank statement, and then you have your ID card. These are the 3 basic requirements. These are the 3 basic things that you require to access the Blue Business Loan. Of course, and then again, you would need, as a witness, you would need a guarantor to witness the loan that you are accessing from the institution, that's accessing from Blue Financial Services. Now, this guarantor should also be financially sound, in the sense that in the event where the main applicant is struggling, then the guarantor can step in, or we can hold the guarantor liable. And so the guarantor must also be financially sound. Either he is operating his own business or he is a monthly salaried earner. If he is operating his own business, he will need to provide us with his 3 months bank statement, and then 3 months bank statement, 3 months bank statement, and then his ID card. If he is a salaried earner, he will need to provide us with his recent pay slip, and if he is willing to provide his bank statement, fine, but he should show us proof of his income if he is an income earner. All right. So that being done, after you've provided your guarantor, at Blue Financial Services, we save you the struggle or the stress of having to bring your property document, say your vehicle document or your landed property document. At Blue Financial Services, we want you to be part of the business. Of course, we have investment products, so we encourage you to invest into the company or do a commitment of at least 20% of the value amount that you are requesting for. So let's say you are requesting for 100,000, then you are required to invest 20,000, which will be invested for you and then will be given to you at the end of the tenure of the loan, together with the accrued interest. Of course, there are some institutions that would not give you an interest on your cash collateral. There are some institutions who would let you place cash collateral down, but will not give you an interest on it at the end of the tenure. But at Blue Financial Services, because we think about you and we want you to grow your business and grow your funds as well, so with the commitment or the cash collateral that you bring, we give you 3% per annum on it, so that at the end of the tenure, you can also have some interest saved. Then again, the interesting aspect is that with a Blue Business Loan, we don't deduct processing fee and an insurance upfront. So let's say you apply for 100,000 loan. At the end of the day, you are going home with 100,000. There will not be any upfront deduction for insurance or processing fee. So if you apply for 100,000 and it's approved, you go home or your account is credited with 100,000. Unlike other institutions where your loan is approved and you are deducted an upfront processing fee of say 5% or 6%, at Blue Financial Services, we do not deduct your processing fee and insurance upfront. So whatever you apply for, that is what you go home with. Someone would want to ask if we give loans to every business. Of course, once your business is legal, why not? You qualify for the blue business loan. Once your business is legal and is in operation, you qualify for the blue business loan. As we go along, if you have any question or you have any question or contribution, you can just drop them in the comments section, and then I will attend to them. Okay. So at this point, I would want to pause and then take some questions from you so I can address your queries.
It's not for student loan. So somebody sends
Okay. So someone is asking if we grant student loan. Unfortunately, no, we don't grant student loans. Of course, as a student, we understand that you are not earning any regular income or any regular monthly income. So repayment is going to be an issue. So we don't grant student loans. Where do I see the questions? Where do I see the questions? All right. All right. So as a matter of recap, all we are saying is that with a blue business loan, your business should be operational for the past 1 year. Because it's operational for the past 1 year, we would want to have a look at your current 6 months bank statement. We want to know if the business is legal, so we would want to also have your business registration document. And then again, we would require your Ghana card, and then you would have to come along with one guarantor, and then the guarantor should also provide his evidence of income in the form of, say, a bank statement if the person is a business person, or a pay slip if the person is a salaried earner. And again, with a blue business loan, like I earlier made mention, when you want to access the blue business loan, you would need to commit 20% of the amount as cash collateral. That does not also mean to say that if you have an investment here, you cannot access the blue business loan. Of course, if you already have an investment here, you can dwell on that investment, to access the Blue Business Loan. So I earlier made mention of the fact that once the business is a legal, is legal. Once the business is legal, it qualifies for the Blue Business Loan. That is why we need to have your business registration document to ascertain the legality of the business you are operating in order to be able to give you or offer you the Blue Business Loan. So it is most often than not, it is advisable that if you have a business running, you register it with the Registrar General's Department. That is what to let us know that the business is a legal business or not. Okay, so this said and done, one would say, so how much can I qualify for? Right. So the Blue Business Loan has a cap of up to 200,000 Ghana cedis. But then, what you would qualify for depends on the strength of your business. Of course, if your inflows warrants that you get a 200,000 loan, why not? So the amount you qualify for depends on how strong your business is or the strength of your business in terms of capacity to repay. Right. I want to pause here and take some questions from you, from my followers. Okay, so someone want to know if we give loans to all businesses in Ghana. Let me make mention of the fact that for now, our business loans are given to businesses in Accra alone. We deal with businesses in only Accra. For now, our business loans are structured or given to businesses in Accra. We've not yet reached the other regions. Okay, so someone is asking, his company has been awarded with a government contract. Can we help him finance the contract? Unfortunately, with GOG contracts, we don't finance GOG contracts for now. If, of course, if the contract is coming from any other private institution, we can consider financing it. But for Government of Ghana contract, we don't finance Government of Ghana contract for now. Okay. So if all these documentations that I made mention of is ready, with Blue Financial Services, we work with speed. And so if all your documentations are ready, someone wanted to know how long it will take for him to access the loan. If all your documentations are ready, it takes you less than a maximum of 3 days for your loan to be ready or to be disbursed into your account. Getting the questions. Okay, so someone is asking what the maximum loan amount we can give at a time. Like I mentioned, the maximum loan amount we can give at a time is 200,000. The maximum loan amount we can give at a time is 200,000, and this, like I made mention of, is dependent upon the strength of your business. It's dependent of the strength of your business by way of working capital and assets that the business has. Okay, so like I made mention of, the requirements that you would need to access the Blue Business Loan, first and foremost, is your business registration document, which as a thing, so let's gives us the comfort that you have a running business. Then aside the business registration document, we assess, or we take your bank statement, your current 6 months current bank statement, to ascertain your financial position. And then aside these two documents, you would require your one passport picture and then your Ghana card, and then you would require one guarantor, and the guarantor would have to also be financially sound. And so to ascertain his financial position, we would, per what the guarantor does, if he is a business person, we will take his bank statement. If it's a salaried earner, we will take his current pay slip. Please keep your questions coming in. Keep your questions coming in. Keep your questions coming in. Yes. Of course, we've not gotten to the other regions yet. Our business loans are for only businesses in Accra. We've not gotten to the other regions yet. Someone is saying that he called the office and we said we don't give loans to businesses outside Accra. Yes, we've not gotten to that side yet. We've not extended to other regions yet. For now, our business loans are for only businesses in Accra. Thank you very much, Lambert. All right. Please keep your questions coming in. Keep your questions coming in. Okay. Yeah, so when the loan is disbursed, after the loan is disbursed, it takes you have a month grace period to do your first repayment. This is to say that if the loan is disbursed, say today on the 2nd of April, your first repayment would come in on the 1st of May. That is the first of the next month. So you have 1 month grace period to make the repayment. All right. So in a nutshell, the requirements that you would need to access the Blue Business Loan are your 6 months recent bank statement, your business registration document, your Ghana card, 1 passport picture, and then a guarantor who is financially sound. That is to say that a guarantor who is either a business person or a monthly salaried earner who earns regular income. Okay, so in the absence of any further questions, I would want to say a big thank you to you all for joining this brief session on how to access a Blue Business Loan. Thank you very much for your time. You can at any time pass by our office at Osu, or you can at any time give us a call, and then we would gladly respond to your call and then address your business needs or your business financial needs. Or you can as well WhatsApp us or follow us on all our social media handles, and then whatever questions you have, whatever it is that you want us to assist you with, we are readily available to do so. Thank you very much for this afternoon session. Ikata.